To make this purse pack, you just need a few items. The first thing you need is a pot holder, and you can purchase these. You don't need to make them. And you need one this one's about 11 inches long. And you need one that's about this length. If it's a teeny bit shorter, it's okay. But if it's too short, it won't work. So you need to kind of hunt for them. They're not in every store, but if you go looking for them, you'll find them. About 11 inches long. And you need one that has this little loop at the top because you'll be using it for your button. The button, you don't need to worry about buying any certain kind of button, but it needs to be a shank button so that it kind of sits up a little bit. Just some button you have sitting around the house will be just fine. You need some baggies, and we like the snack size. That's about half the length of a regular baggie, so it doesn't need to be this brand, but that size. You'll need to find the middle of your pot holder by folding it in half and then putting a pin in the end of each side so that you'll know exactly where the middle is. Like that. You take your baggies, 6 of them, and put them together so that the ends are exactly right. They're slippery and they're a little hard to work with, but as much as you can, get them to where the ends are all together up here. Then you place those ends right where these pins are, and I just put a couple pins in here to make sure they stay where they're supposed to. You don't want to get too many holes in them, but a couple pins will help. Okay, on to the sewing. We need to use a big zigzag stitch here to make sure we catch in every bit of the baggie into this pot holder. So we'll do that. I'm going to back stitch just a little bit here first of all, and then just go forward until you get to the end. Back stitch again here at the end. Then you take the remaining 6 baggies, and again I just put a couple little pins in here to hold them where they're supposed to be. They're slippery and they just are annoying little things, but it's not important that they be exactly to the 100th of an inch, so we'll just go with this. As long as the machine gets them all, we're okay. Then we put this so this goes over that stitch line, over the stitch line, and we'll pin it here so that the machine knows where to go. Okay, we'll go back to the machine. And doing the same thing, we'll do a back stitch here, catching all of the baggies. Back stitch, and then we'll go forward and stitch to the end. Okay, now we're ready. We have it all but putting the button on, and we'll do that in just a second. This gives you, when it's folded up like this, gives you a little thing you can put in your purse or your backpack, and it gives you 12 little places where you can put things and carry them with you. In mine I keep medications and aspirin, things like that, and safety pins and wet wipes and anything that you feel that you need to have with you in an emergency. I'll even hold a little tiny flashlight. We'll now put the button on so you'll know where that goes. We fold it up like this and pull this little loop down and then put the button right in there. We'll mark that with a pin. And that's where the button goes. and this slides over here like this and closes. You can get some very decorative ones. I just got a plain one to do this demonstration, but I have one that's in a floral and one that's in a stripe, and they can look kind of cute. Here's the finished purse pack. Looks kind of cute, huh? You undo it, and there are all your little places to put things. 12 different places that zip lock and shut and are waterproof, and it's kind of neat. I made some for a daughter up in another state, and she gave them to her daughters, and they all use them and love them and use them for different things. One of them uses it for just cosmetics, but if you're using it for what it's intended for, this other side's cute. Then you can put your survival items in it. That's all there is to it. It takes just minutes to make, as you can see, so if you're making one, you might as well make 3 or 4 and give them to someone you love.